Make the ground shake.
Alright, how's it going everybody? My name is Boss Wave and welcome back to yet another weapon showcase video. Here we are actually using my Aurelia build again for this video, which is kind of funny, but as you can see here, the weapon we're going to be going over today is the Fatale SMG, or the bitch if you would like to call it that. Now obviously if you don't know what this gun is, it is basically a copy-paste version of the bitch from Borderlands 2. It's actually been kind of included in all the Borderlands games essentially, unless you don't want to count Tales from the Borderlands, but I mean that's not really a Gearbox game. So but yeah, this is the Fatale. Now it only comes in freeze element in the pre-sequel, but there is kind of a alternative method or alternative weapon that you can use if you don't want a freeze version of the Fatale. That's called the cheat code SMG. Now the cheat code and the Fatale are pretty similar, but of course the cheat code you know, can come in all elements rather than just, you know, frost or cryo element like this one is. But yeah, they're both pretty much the same. They're both Hyperion SMGs, but I'd say both of them can be pretty much confirmed in this video since they're both so similar. But yeah, my predictions for this gun are pretty, you know, straightforward. I honestly think this gun's gonna work really well with this build, simply because it has that increased critical hit damage, it's extremely accurate, and of course it is a freeze weapon. So definitely looking forward to giving this gun a try like we're going to do here. I did change the build up for my Aurelia a little tiny bit, but I'm going to go over that in a separate video later on. As you can see here, I have a different shield. I have the prismatic bulwark rather than the avalanche. So I just thought it worked a lot better with this build because the recharge delay on the avalanche is really high, and I just don't really care for it. I mean, and plus the prismatic bulwark also increases laser damage, and I mainly run with lasers on this build, so I just thought, you know, this would be a good fit or alternative rather than using the avalanche. Everything else is the same. The skill tree is a little bit different, but I'm gonna, like I said before, I'm gonna explain that in a different video. I mainly just wanted to try out a couple different things in here and see if, you know, if there's another way I can make this build more efficient. And I think what I have right now is like final. So I'm gonna make another video and go over why I made some changes to the build and, like, you know, go more in depth with it. I'm not gonna do it today, but I mean, basically I just, you know, move some skills around. It's nothing too major. The build is still pretty much the same, and then of course my badass rank is turned off like always. So yeah, let's get started here. And I'm pretty confident that this gun's gonna do me some good here because, well, just in case, I'm gonna put my absolute zero in my secondary slot. Now, as far as parts go, you really don't need to worry about much of anything, because, I mean, it already is such an amazing gun. I mean, grips, you're probably going to want to either want a Hyperion grip or a Bandit grip. Those are probably the best two ones. And as far as, like, prefixes go, I like the accelerating one just because it gives me a faster firing rate than what's already there. I always like having a really high firing rate just so I can get as much DPS out as possible. As you can see right now, I haven't even had to use my action skill yet, but it's doing some fair damage. I don't know why I honestly never thought to include this gun in the build, because I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer. I just froze him right in his tracks. Definitely need to add this to the build. There's no question about it. Cheat code would work well, like I said before, as well. So, I mean, both of them are pretty much the same weapon. They just have little tiny different effects. Like this one, obviously, I think has more firing rate than has a higher firing rate than the cheat code, but the cheat code, whenever you're down, actually doesn't chance to not consume ammo. So it's a really good weapon for when you're in fight for your life. Like I said, so they're pretty much the same weapon, but each of them are, you know, more beneficial in certain situations. It just depends on what that situation would be. There's a lot of badasses. No problem though. As far as other parts for this gun, stocks, really doesn't matter. I mean, obviously you want a Hyperion one or maybe even a Dahl one, but you can't go wrong with really any of them. The accuracy is just too high on this thing. Not saying it's a bad thing, but I mean, it's just like an irrelevant feature basically. Because no matter what, this thing's gonna be accurate as shit. Probably go with a different sight, but I mean, sights are just preference. Oh my gosh, he's trying to follow me as I'm trying to follow him. He's very resistant of me. Alright, let's take a run over here. I apologize for not really making this video sooner. I meant to make it a lot sooner, but I just was super busy over the weekend. I was probably doing things I probably shouldn't have been doing, but that's what part of being a college student is. Just like exploded there. I should have pulled out the cheat code just so I can demonstrate it, but most people already know what that gun is. Most people just call it the bitch V2. So I think there was quite a bit of complaints that the Fatale, about the Fatale being only a cryo element, SMG. So I guess the cheat code was kind of like an alternative for that. Okay. That guy just set himself up. I killed myself at the very end. Alright, well, we never had to use our absolute zero at all for this video, so that's pretty awesome there, I have to say. Let me wait for myself to respond real quick. Alright. that's pretty much it, guys. Overall, I think this gun's a really good fit for this build. I'm probably going to include it when I, do my update video with the new download of this, because apparently I've been getting a lot of messages about there being problems with the one I have up right now. So I'm just gonna refine, or I guess redo this one. Not really redo it completely, but refine it, make it better like I have been, and then put it up. So that's pretty much it, guys. My name is Boss Wave. Be sure to subscribe for more Borderlands content, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.